flooding in central Texas.
The Guadalupe River began to rise up to 22 feet just within an hour or two.
The death toll from severe flooding in Texas continues to rise.
One of the hardest hit places in the flood was Blue Oak RV Park.
Blue Oak RV Park.
Blue Oak RV Park.
My husband and I were banging on doors, getting everybody out.
A family of 5 swept away at Blue Oak RV Park.
There were people, family, cars, RVs. It's all washed away.
The cabins next door keep smashing against our trees, and you couldn't see much, but the screaming was unbearable. I just don't know what's going to happen now. I have bills to pay today. I have a restaurant with employees that they need to work to make a living. I just want to know what now.
We all have seen devastation on the news before, but nobody tells you about the aftermath. What happens a month, 2, 3, 4, 6 months later, they don't tell you about it. And as a business, I don't know if we're gonna survive.
When there's a disaster, there's all kinds of help that comes in and takes care of everything. There's FEMA. But what people don't realize, there is no help for a business. Zero. No help.
I spoke to the former head of FEMA, and he said small businesses are an endangered species when it comes to federal aid.
Since this disaster started, there's a group of us that have been kind of community leaders, have kind of band together. And so my focus has been businesses, because I've been with the Chamber of Commerce here for 12 years. I sat on their board. We wrote grants to the Community Foundation to help businesses with emergent needs. We've given out almost $2.5 million, and we're on our last little bit of money. So I don't know what these businesses are gonna do after we're gone. And it breaks my heart.
I'm a retired veterinarian. I bought the center about 8 years ago when I retired, and so this is my retirement income, although my retirement income is no more now. You know, everything was destroyed. There was 7 feet of water in here. The only thing left is the outer shell, the outer walls and the roof. And so we've had to tear everything else. We've had to redo all the interior dividing walls, all the flooring, all the plumbing, all the electric, all the everything.
We had 3 businesses here. We have the restaurant, Howdy's restaurant. We have my husband, Aggie Construction, and we have Blue Oak RV Park. And of course, our house was here. We used our life savings, sold our house, and put the deposit down on this place about 4 years ago. We had a lot of events, we had weddings. All of this upper area was full of RVs, big, huge trees.
This is more than dollars and cents. You know, there were 20 plus people employed in this facility, and now they're unemployed. If the businesses don't come back, the people are unemployed, the community dies.
The way we do disaster relief right now in the nation is a bit backwards. We are not helping the small businesses first. We're coming in as human to human, and I want to help you quickly. What can I make you a casserole? Can I bring you, diapers? And that's all very needed, except when we're on the ground, what they're asking us for is, please don't offer me another diaper. What I need to know is, are my employees going to be okay?
We can rebuild the homes, we can rebuild the roads, but if we don't have our businesses, what's going to support us living here? You cannot take care of people and not take care of business, because businesses are people.
For instance, in Kerrville, in most rural areas, these small businesses are the majority employer. That means those families are all dependent on it. It's the taxpayer base, those are your neighbors, and it's becoming cliche, but that's the backbone of the community.
What many businesses need is more cash. And there are grants, but they tend to be small. They're incredibly helpful at the time, but they're not the kind of money that it may take for a business to really rebuild.
Flood insurance is extremely expensive. People just can't afford it. And the ones that can't afford it probably had it, but the ones that can't afford it, they're probably the ones that needed it the most.
The insurance landscape for small businesses is miserable. It's a big problem. Look at the LA fires. That was like $45 billion in insurance losses. And, insurers are struggle to pay that. And so what they do is they raise the prices, they lower the coverage, they pull out. They got really smart about picking the lower risk customers. And that leaves small businesses without being able to find or afford insurance.
Our insurance is so expensive, we can barely afford it. Even though we have catastrophic coverage, floods are not part of the catastrophic coverage. So we have bills to pay. We still have a mortgage to pay. We have a monthly loss of about $30,000 right now. Mm-hmm. To rebuild something that will resemble some form of income, we would need at least $1 million to $2 million. What we need right now, just a loan, low interest loan that we're able to pay back and not to choke us.
Really, the only federal assistance for small businesses is the SBA, which is the Small Business Administration, and that's in the form of loans.
To be honest with you, the SBA is a complete disaster. It is the most horrible place for federal disaster loans. It's a joke.
SBA discourages people from applying. The amount of paperwork and the amount of hassle that you go through is extremely difficult. So we are proceeding with what we have, and we will do what we can with what we have and see where we end up.
After 3 grueling months of submitting paperwork after paperwork, the SBA denied us because we don't have enough collateral. It flooded down the river, I don't understand. Why couldn't they start with that? And we had to go through that for what? For nothing. I never wanted anything for free, but give us a loan just to get us restarted, a construction loan with the money is used for building, and we can be audited and whatever you want. But don't shut the doors on our faces when we're the ones that hire the local people. We're the ones here. We love this place, but the government, the politicians, nobody is paying attention to us. They all came for the picture, and nothing happened. Nothing.
The disasters are not going to stop. It seems to be coming faster and faster.
Natural disasters that cost $1 billion or more, the big ones, those disasters have more than doubled since the 2010s. We talk about resilience. How do we build resilience? How can we support small businesses for these disasters that are getting more and more frequent? Because that's now a cost of doing business.
When we consider 70% of small businesses won't make it beyond the first year after a disaster if they don't get enough access to capital, we can change that. We have the resources and abilities and definitely the know-how now to change that and really preserve these main streets, but we absolutely need the funding to be able to do so. This is an issue that is solvable, that it's totally nonpartisan. We need funding reserves that are ready to be tapped, and we need to be able to do it on a dime. That would be a game changer for disaster relief in the United States.
I would say over 50% of the businesses in this little community that have been damaged probably will not survive without some kind of help. I don't understand a country that's built on capitalism, why it wouldn't take care of businesses. That's the part I just don't get.
We love this place. We're fighting every single day for it, but we don't know if we're going to be able to keep it.
We have to rebuild. It's my responsibility to myself, to my family, and my community. We will do what we have to do to get this place rebuilt.
What's the alternative? You give up? You can't give up. You know, too many people show their love and their support. I can't give up. We won't even cut that tree because it's still green. We're still hoping it's gonna come back next year. Obviously, it's gonna need some support, but we won't cut it down because it still has some life.